What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, we're coming back to Rolling Quartz. Yes, indeed, Rolling Quartz fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bot, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Charles B, and this is actually one of Charles B's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Charles. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Charles wanted to see me react to this song by Rolling Quartz called Higher. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Okay, as always, Charles has given me a little bit of an intro to read to you guys, so here we go. Released about a half year after their 2020 debut, Blaze, the song that was the first from Rolling Quartz we reacted to on the channel. This song, Higher, was released in 2021 and was used as the theme song for Witches 2, the second season of the reality TV show Witches. I've never heard of that one. The reality show is about an amateur women's baseball team called Witches, made up of a group of Korean female celebrities from different industries who get coached by former American Major League Baseball player Dustin Nippert. Okay. No wonder I haven't heard of it. The logo you'll see at the very start of the music video is the logo for the TV show. There are 2 music video versions of Higher. One is at the YouTube channel Fungo Studio, which is the production company for the Witches TV show. That version has Rolling Quartz performing the song, intercut with scenes from Witches 2. The second version is on Rolling Quartz's own YouTube channel, which has no footage of Witches 2 and just has Rolling Quartz doing a different performance than the one in the first version. The music video you will be watching is the second one. Okay, so there's no footage. Okay, cool. Higher was later included in their 2022 debut EP, Fighting, as the last track. Okay, well, there you go. All right, let's see. This was posted by Rolling Quartz Official, just like Charles said it would be. And the video has 99,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Higher by Rolling Quartz. Witches 2 main theme. Special performance video. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
이미 시작됐어. 같은 길을 걸어가 우리가 만들어낸 완벽한 결말에게 이젠 솔직해져. 마음껏 크게 소리쳐. 버텨냈던 그만큼 화려하게 피어.
The funny thing is, if I had not seen that intro, if Charles had not provided me the intro and I had just gotten this to react to, the very first thing I would have said is what I'm going to say now. This song has a ton of commercial appeal. I could see this song being used in a television show. Ha! Gee, look at that. I swear to you folks, I'm hearing this and the first thing that screams at me is television. Now, I don't know about a reality show. That is not the first thing that would have come to my mind. If I'm being honest, like an anime would be the first thing that came to mind, but it's still television. It's still television. I could absolutely see this being used in a television show for sure. Movies? Bit of a stretch, but maybe. Like an action sequence. Some like aerial combat scene, maybe, like Top Gun-ish. That something Top Gun-ish might work. Or space. Spaceships battling each other. Something like that. I could absolutely see that. It would be nice if they ever get around to doing a live action Robotech. This would be perfect. This would be absolutely perfect. Not that I ever see that happening. I don't see that ever happening, but I would love it if they did, and this song would be perfect for it. Now, there's a ton of commercial value in this. Absolutely. And like I said, if Charles had not provided an intro, that would have been my first guess. Would be like an anime. I don't know about a reality TV show, but hey, look, it works, I guess. I mean, because they're using it. So anyway, let's keep going here.
숨이 차고 가끔 넘어진다도 마지막에 웃는 건 결국 너일 테니까 망설이지 말고 하여 다가올 미래 향해 달려와 보여줄게 하여 서로를 믿어 하여 승리 위해 하여 모든 걸 갖고 거침없이 뛰어들어 일어내 다시 한번 하여 싸워서 이겨 하여 전율이 흐르고 바라던 꿈이 이루어져 승리 위해 하여
Coming out of the guitar solo is a good way to come out of it, just right back into it again. Nice guitar solos. Short, but sweet. Personally, I think the guitar solos could have gone a little longer. I think they could have, and they would have gotten away with it. But like they say in the show business, always leave the crowd wanting more. And they definitely did that. The harmonies. Listen, I know this is not them actually playing live, okay? I get that. We're not hearing live. We're hearing studio. Studio audio being put and mixed in with, quite possibly, are they playing live on stage with each other? Yeah, probably they are. But that's not what we're hearing. We're hearing studio. And the biggest thing I can use for that argument is we're hearing harmonies in the vocals, and the only person that has a mic is the lead vocalist. She's it. So clearly this is a studio audio. The harmonies are nice, though. The harmonies are really nice. I wonder how they pull those off in an actual live situation. Is there a microphone on stage for either the bass player or one of the guitar players or even the drummer possibly to use so they can get those harmonies in a live situation? Or in the live situation, do they use backing track to get those harmonies out. That's a lot tougher. It's a lot tougher to do it that way because now the lead vocalist has to sing in key. She has to be right there and her pitch has to be spot on because I guarantee you that track is not going to be wrong. A track will never be flat or sharp. A track will always be spot on. So it does make the lead vocalist's job a little bit tougher. Or do they just forego the harmonies and just say, not in a live situation, it's just not going to be conducive. And they just have the main melodic line being sang by the lead vocalist. Any one of those three will work. I personally think that by doing the third option and not having harmonies, I think that would be a big mistake because the harmonies are one of the major hooks of the song, if not the major hook of the song, which me personally, I think it is. I think it is the biggest hook of the song are those vocal harmonies. So hopefully in a live situation, like in a real live situation, I hope they really do the harmonies. I hope they do because it's one of the biggest drawing points of the song, if I'm being honest. So anyway, let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Not really a whole lot to talk about, if I'm being honest. It's a pretty straight ahead song. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Rolling Quartz with Higher. This was a request from Charles B. And this was actually one of Charles B's 3 prioritized requests for the month of July for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Charles. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. There really is not a lot to talk about, if I'm being honest with you guys. It's a very straightforward song. So let's get to it. Let's see if we can make this a short review. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.1. Yep, 8.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, I'm just going to come out and say this right now because I know people are probably going to be wondering, is this my favorite song from Rolling Quartz? No, it's not. I would put this right about in the middle, if I'm being honest with you. It's a good song. It's a really good song. I think it's a, in my personal opinion, I think it's a really good song. Very nice energy, very straight ahead, no frills, nothing fancy, no complexity to it as far as, needing a degree in neuroscience or nuclear physicists or anything like that, or rocket. You don't need any of that stuff. This song is pretty straight ahead. It has a ton of commercial appeal, if I'm being honest. Even without the intro that Charles gave me, the first thing that popped in my head was television show. Instantly, within the first 10 seconds of the song kicking in, I was thinking television show. In anime, in all honesty, something fast-paced on the screen. A lot of fast movement, a lot of fast motion. That's why an anime was the first thing to come to mind because, you're not going to get that kind of speed out of live action. You're just not. Not like you would in an anime. Anime, they go super fast at times when they're for their action sequences. You could do something live action, but it would have to be something fast-paced, like something aerial combat minded. Something. I'm sorry, but a fight sequence just isn't going to work. It's got to be something faster than that, something more intense than that, something that this song will match up with. Aerial combat would be good, space combat would be good. I'm telling you, if they ever do a live-action Robotech, this is the song. I'm telling you right now, this is the song that they should use. For all of their space combat sequences, probably. it's very commercially appealing. It's got that nice hybrid of major and minor chords. It's very appealing to the ear, very smooth transitioning. The rhythmic pattern they have, it da 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 da. That just screams action sequence. Absolutely does. How many movies and how many cartoons have we ever seen in our lives where you heard that type of a rhythmic pattern, that da 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 da? I mean, it's a very common rhythmic pattern. Maybe not that exact pattern, maybe a slight variation here and there, but a very driving, pushing forward, assaulting your senses type of rhythmic pattern. So yeah, I could absolutely see this being used in television. Movies, yeah, it depends on the movie. It really depends on the movie. That's pretty much all I can see. I can't really see it being used in sporting events. I don't see that happening at all. Video games. Now, wait a minute. I didn't even think about that. Video games. Yes, actually, now that I think about it, yes, video games. I could absolutely see this being used in video games. As far as what happened within the song, like I said, nothing all that complex, nothing all that mind-blowing. I think probably the most impressive thing, in all honesty, were the guitar solos, and they were both done very well. A little on the shorter side. They basically took the length of one guitar solo and split it between the two of them. And you could hear the split. I mean, there was a definite change in tone from one to the other. I personally think they could have done a little longer. It would have been okay. It would have worked. But like I've always said, though, there's a great saying in show business: always leave the crowd wanting more, and they definitely did. So I got no problem with that. That is not a slight against them at all. I think they did the right thing. I think they made the smart move. I personally would have enjoyed a little bit longer on the solos, but that's okay. The drumming, solid, very solid. Nothing against the drummer whatsoever. Same thing for the bassist. She was locked right in with the drums. Didn't hear anything all that impressive from the drummer or the bassist in particular, but everything they did added to the song, and it fit within the context of the song. So I got no issue with it whatsoever. The highlight of the song, in this case, definitely the vocals. That was the hook. The vocals were definitely the hook in this. Specifically, the harmonies. Now listen, like I said during the reaction, I understand that this is a music video, okay? And what we heard was not live, okay? I want to be very clear on that. What we heard was the studio recording, taken and placed underneath the video of them playing probably live to each other, okay? But what we heard was not live. What we heard was studio, clearly, okay? Because the biggest argument I have, the harmonies, the vocal harmonies. We heard harmonies, but the only person that had a microphone was the lead vocalist. And I'm sorry, I don't care how talented of a vocalist you are, you're not gonna get harmonies on your own. You're not. That's just impossible. So clearly this was studio. I wonder if they, in a live situation, get those harmonies somehow. Either by having mics on stage where either the guitarist or the bassist, or maybe put a mic on back on the drummer, somebody can sing the harmonies, okay? Or maybe they use backing track for the harmonies, which I got no issue with either. It's just, it's gonna make life a little bit tougher for the lead vocalist. She's got to really be like spot on her pitch, because if she's not, guarantee you that backing track is not gonna be off. It's gonna be spot on, so she better be spot on. I can't imagine them not doing the harmonies, because if I'm being honest, folks, those vocal harmonies were the hook. That was the hook of the song. And if they don't include those, I think that is a serious mistake. But I have seen other bands in the past not do harmonies live on stage. They'll do it on the studio recordings, but when they come out to do their song live, for some reason, they don't have them. And that's always been a big gripe of mine, is when bands are gonna do that, that's always a big letdown, because they have it on the studio album and a lot of people love those harmonies, but then they come out and they perform live and they don't have them. I just don't understand why a band would do that. If you're not going to do the harmonies live, don't do it in studio. Plain and simple. That's how I feel anyway. I know people feel differently than me on that issue, but that's just my own personal view. If you can't do it live, don't do it in studio because you're going to disappoint your audience when you do play live. So I am assuming that when they do play live, they have harmonies. I hope they do. And if they do, I'm curious to know how they do it. No, I think it's a really good song, personally. I think it's a really good song. I did bump it up to the 8.1 simply because the harmonies were very effective. I mean, they are absolutely the hook of the song. And the guitar solos were really nice. They definitely added a little bit of complexity to the song. So I bumped it up to the 8.1 for those two reasons. If those two reasons had not been there, I would have given the song, honestly, about a 7.8, 7.9, somewhere in there. But thanks to those two reasons, we're up to the 8.1. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So, 8.1, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.